So Candace Bushnell, she was living in New York City as a freelance writer when her editor at the New York Observer offered her a column, and she decided to base it on her and her friends' experiences as single women in their 30s living in the city, all of whom seemed to have a never-ending series of freakish and horrifying experiences with men. And the column's name, Sex and the City, is a play on the 1962 advice book, Sex and the Single Girl. And Bushnell originally began writing the column in first-person perspective. However, she came up with the semi-autobiographical character of Carrie, which was in some ways a self-insert because she didn't want her parents reading the column and knowing that they were reading about their daughter's sex life. So a lot of things that happened to her, she just put Carrie in place of her. And I didn't go back and read every article she ever wrote. I only read what was in this book. But yeah, we start out hearing from the first person perspective, this I character, and she is, talking about the different people she knows, including Carrie. But knowing that Carrie is just a stand-in for Bushnell, I wondered why they even included the I character at all in the book. Like, it should have been from Carrie's perspective right off the bat, because in the book, you're hearing about this I first person perspective, and then like a third of the way in or something, we just stop doing that entirely. And so it's like, rather than just dropping this I character out of nowhere and never coming back to her at all, it should have just been from Carrie's perspective right from the start. And in general, there were a lot of things about this book that it was just pretty lackluster and very random. And, we have Carrie and Mr. Big. They are a through line throughout the book, and we do have some other reoccurring characters. However, it's mostly just a collection of random dating stories, and they did put thought into which articles to include. Like, I did read that a lot of the earlier stuff they didn't have, and they did choose to focus on the articles that focused on Carrie. And so I'm like, they put some thought into the structure of this book, but maybe not enough thought into it, because I feel like it could have been organized in a way that flowed much better.